Okay, so here we are, day 17. Um, Same routine. DAI, the stable coin, over to Bitcoin, convert. Okay, there you go. Convert now. Again, there's a bit of a delay for some reason. Okay, there it is. Yeah, 0.088669, 10.544%. Oh, sorry, there it is. Actually, it's up to, yeah, 0.093. 11%. So I'm at 11% now. Go over to home. Bitcoin's down just a little bit. You know, it's not going to keep going up 100% forever. It takes a little bit of a, like a stabilization every now and then. It just kind of corrects itself just slightly. Um, yeah, I've been watching a lot of interesting things on YouTube about it, and the guy that's obviously fanatical about is that Max Kaiser. I don't know if you've ever seen Max Kaiser, but apparently he was buying it at a dollar or something, and he was just as gung ho back then as he is now. So I don't know how much that guy's net worth is today, but he's um, he's really behind it, and he's. I never knew this about Bitcoin. He was saying that there's like a protective shield, like I guess it changes the algorithm or whatever every like he was saying thousands of times every second or something like this. He goes like, yeah, it has like a protective shield over it. You can't like governments can't get at it. And he was just going on. You'd have to listen to him explain exactly um, how it worked, but I understand the concepts, the basic concepts of it being a cryptocurrency, but as far as like how protected it was, I didn't understand it like the way he was saying it. And he's saying he was giving all this information about different countries. Um, he was saying that like there's whole countries right now. I think he was saying Argentina was one. A lot of African countries, especially like Zimbabwe. Remember they had like a billion, like the people were walking around with $1 billion Zimbabwe notes and so on and so forth. Saying there's whole countries like they're saying we are 100% going to use Bitcoin and nothing else. Whole countries are going to be doing this, and he was just explaining like to him it just seems uh again, and he's been, if you look way back when he first started talking about Bitcoin, like I don't know if he was on YouTube talking about it when he was buying it for a dollar, but I'm not sure about that. But if you look back at him just a couple of years ago, him talking about it when I guess it was a few $100s or whatever, he was just as confident now then as he is now. And his tone has never really changed. It's always been he's basically been the same. He just, the way he talks is he's like, yeah, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, yada yada. And this was a very interesting um, take home that he said, and it's 100% true. He said from a percentage point of view, and a lot of people, I remember buying Bitcoin at about $3,500 or maybe about $4,000, around 4 or 5,000, maybe around there. He said a percentage gain of, and he was showing the chart. He goes, "This is when Bitcoin was $3,500, and this was not that long ago. This might have been 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was. Not even. I can't remember how long ago it was. It was $3,500. I can look at it. Actually, would be good to look at it from an actual chart. So all okay. Let's see. Um, Around 30. Okay, right around here. This is around $3,500. We'll call it right around here, about $3,500. So this was only March 29th, 2019. Not even 2 years ago. Okay, not even 2 years ago. It was $3,400, $3,481. So we'll call it $3,500. He goes, Bitcoin going from 3481, which only happened 2 years ago, not even 2 years ago, okay? Going up from this price, 3481 to 59,432 is the same percentage as Bitcoin going from 59,433 to $1 million. He goes, so people have seen it go for, here it is, back in 2019, January 5th, 2019, it was only $2,000. So if somebody would told you when it was $2,000, you know this is going to be 59 grand, most people would say, I don't believe it. That percentage, it doesn't even take that much of a percentage for it to go from what it is today to $1 million. That really hit home. He goes, it's proven it can do it. He goes, it's there it is. There's the proof right there. Look at what it's at today and look what it was at 2 years ago. He goes, it will be worth $1 million. Like, I don't know about 2 years from now, but it could be. It probably will. And again, I don't want to give price prediction. This is not, financial advice. But he was saying, he goes, that was the thing that really hit home for me. He goes, I can show people it has done these percentage gains before, and it'll do it again. And here's the proof. And he just goes, look, here's where it was, $3,500. Here it is today. That's the exact same percentage increase as it would take to go from where it is today to $1 million. So anyways, I found that very interesting. And so like I'm saying, like, do you think do you think Bitcoin's expensive today? Most people say, yeah, 59 grand is a lot of money, which are, that's portfolio. This is even worse. Sorry. Yeah, this is, sorry, Bitcoin. What am I talking about? Bitcoin, $70,000. Yeah. Like Canadian, right? So, Bitcoin, 70 grand. Where was it a year from now? 1 year, all. So yeah, 70 grand. And here it was. Yeah, I think this is where it was, around here. Yeah. So anyway, so if it goes from like around $4,500. This is 2000. This is back in 2019. So it's the same thing. If it goes from 4530.82 to what it is, 70 G's now, it very much could turn to $1 billion. No, there's no question about it. And like I said, if you think it's expensive, like if somebody says to you, and don't forget, these are in Canadian dollars, but if you look at the percent from a percentage point, it just did that. It went from that amount to 70 grand, which is like, here's a 64,473% increase over during its entire existence. But what I'm saying is, just from that time to that time, that's as many percentages as you need to get from what it is to $1 million. So if the way I look at it is like houses. If somebody said to you, do you think a house is worth a lot? That's $1 million. Do you think it's worth it? A lot of people today obviously think they're worth it, because people, you can't even buy a house right now for $1 million. You go in and put $1 million down, somebody outbids you. People are going crazy over houses. But if someone said to you, give me $70,000 for the exact same house, but you can have it 2 years from now, it'll be $1 million house. You just got to give me the 70 grand right now. And I guarantee you, I'll give you legal documentation. Like, it's totally legit. Say it's not a scam. Some guy says, give me 70 G's today, and I will give you $1 million house 2 years from now. That's basically what Bitcoin is. So if you think 70,000 bucks Canadian is too much for Bitcoin, what if I told you, like I said, 2 years from now you'll have 1 million? Do you still think it's a lot? Like if your dream house is $1 million and someone said, yeah, you can have it 2 years from now for 70 grand, do you still, I don't know, maybe you do think that's a lot. I don't know. But me personally, it's like, I think people are going to look back at this and laugh. It's going to be one of those things. People will always say, well, why didn't you buy more? You knew it was going to 1 million, right? But anyways, that's it for today. But I just wanted to touch base on that. But yeah, for those people who don't know who Max Kaiser is, I'll just, yeah, here he is here. Yeah, this guy, he's this is Max Kaiser there, this guy. Him and his wife have a show. I don't even know how much money this guy has. Like I don't know what his net worth is or whatever. But yeah, he just hits home. Watch this guy every now and then. He makes some valid points. But again, you got to look at both sides of the argument. But again, this is why I like having, doing the daily dollar cost average, because like if it takes a bit of a dip, you can buy it on the cheap. You don't want to just go all in. But again, stay the course. Just stick to Bitcoin, and hopefully it works out. All right, take care.